It means a lot, we're trying to win the state. That's one of our big goals for the season. And, we understand that Miami's a great team, and it's a rivalry that's been going on for a long time. So we getting emotionally prepared, throughout the week, and we understand that it's a very big game for us as Florida State and for our culture, and to continue to, win games. And Miami is just another team in our way.
For you going through these rivalry games last year, what were those experiences like?
It was very good. Being a redshirt freshman, not being able to play, but just to being around the team, being in the atmosphere, seeing those guys go out there and compete with all the love for the game.
Question always comes. Growing up, you and your family, where did you stand in this state? On who did you watch? Who did you root for?
I was a Miami fan growing up. That's where my family's originally from. We ended up moving to Orlando, during the middle school era. But growing up, I was, a Hurricane fan. But it should be a good game. I don't know how my family's gonna do it. I don't know I know I go to Florida State, so they'll be rooting for Florida State mostly. But growing up, I was a Miami fan.
What were some of your favorite moments from the rivalry then, growing up?
I really don't have a favorite moment. I'm a Willis McGahee fan, Edmund James fan, obviously Ray Lewis fan. Well, I'm also a Derrick Brooks fan, Warrick Dunn fan, Charlie Ward fan too. So, it's a great rivalry.
Do you have to double check with your family, make sure they're wearing the right color on Saturday?
No, they'll be wearing the right color.
As far as the offense concerns, what kind of weapon is it that you're able to throw the ball to Dalvin Cook out of the backfield?
It's a great weapon. He has great hands and he has great eyes. He has a feel for the ball. He has a feel for certain routes that we put him in. So getting the ball to him quick, that's getting the ball out of my hand. Not always having to hand it to him. The whole country looks for me to hand the ball to Dalvin, but when I'm deking and ducking it to him out the backfield, that's just another dimension added to his game.
For you, how has this experience been starting for the first time and growing and developing as a quarterback?
It's been great. It's been a great experience. Win or lose, I'm still going out there and having a chance to play football, and that's something I love to do. I'm having fun, and the best thing about it is every game, win or lose, I'm learning. I learn so much every game. A tremendous amount of information every game.
Is there one thing that you can really point to that's from game one to now that you feel like you've really improved?
Not really one thing. I've improved in a lot of parts of my game. Just seeing things, the speed of the game. I feel like from game one to now, I'm more confident. I feel like I've honed in the offense, and the guys trust me a lot. I'm one of the leaders on the team. I think so. So I feel like just from game one to now, it's just been a learning process.
How has that leadership developed? When you're going there the first time, I'm sure there's other guys you're looking at, but when did you feel like you really kind of developed your voice and this kind of became your huddle?
Just through all the hard work in practice, the grit, the strut that we go through in practice. Our practices are hard, so those guys seeing me in practice and I'm seeing those guys in practice, and we're giving it all. So we know that, if I'm hurting, I know Big Rod's hurting, I know Kareem's hurting, and just seeing everyone going through practice hard together, let us earn each other's respect.
As far as you being able to run the football as well, how has that element helped this offense? Has that helped you feel more comfortable as well?
Not necessarily help me feel more comfortable, but it helps our offense in a big way because it adds another dimension to our offense. It's not just Dalvin, it's not just Jaquez, but if I can add a couple of runs here and there too, it just gives the defense a harder time. Gives them another thing to focus on during the week to prepare for. It's just not handing the ball to Dalvin or throwing the ball deep to Rudolph and Bobo and Tate and other receivers. You got to stop the quarterback runs, you got to stop Dalvin runs, you got to stop Quez's runs, you got to stop Rudolph, Bobo, and Tate and Nooney and all those guys on the outside too. So it just adds another dimension to our offense.
Do you sometimes just feel lucky that this team has so many weapons and so many opportunities for you to distribute the ball around?
Yeah, not so lucky, but I'm just more blessed to be playing with the type of receivers and the type of guys I have around me, and I feel more blessed.